already. Okay, to skin the wing, we've cut it off at the shoulder joint, so we grab a hold of whatever meat we can grab a hold of, muscle of the shoulder joint, and then using our scalpel, try to get that meat, the skin to release so you can start to pull it away from the shoulder joint, and then cut behind the leading edge. And on this quail, the skin is not attached super tight, so you can pull some of it down away from the shoulder joint. And you're going all the way to the elbow first. So, and we're approaching the elbow here. You can see where it's bending. So we got the shoulder joint up here and the elbow joint there. When we get towards the elbow joint, we want to make sure that we get the hide far enough past the elbow joint so that we can see a little bit of the muscles that are beyond the elbow joint. And then, because these feathers, the secondary feathers, are actually anchored to the bone in the forearm, we have to remove those. And there's a couple ways you can do it. One way is to hold it like this and take a blunt object or your scissors and push against that bone to force those feathers to break off. Or on a small bird like a quail, you could even just push down with your thumb against that bone to get those feathers to break loose. Those feathers are all attached right here. And once those secondary feathers break loose, then the hide can be skinned down all the way to the wrist. Once it's skinned down to the wrist area, then you want to remove the muscles from the humerus, all the way from the shoulder, all the way down to the wrist area. And just clean off those bones, remove all the muscles from the bones. Your scissors will work best for that. You can work quicker to remove the muscle with the scissor than you can with your scalpel. So. And you'll need to, you can cut the tendons at the top and the bottom, or you can take your scissor and move it alongside the bone and just remove the muscle that way. And on the wings, especially the lower, the forearm, you have to get between the bones, the radius and the ulna. You have to get between those two so that you can go ahead and snip the muscles in between them and get those to remove from the inside. And get them cut out so the bones are cleaned and you don't leave any flesh behind. So the top part's pretty clean, the bottom part's a little messy. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Those bones or those muscles need to be removed a little better down here. You can still see them. So go back in and using your scissor and trying to track along the side of the bone, just remove them that way. So. And when the bones are that clean, you've got most of the meat off the bones. Later, we can add a little borax and pull the rest of that off. That's clean enough, so then you're finished. And then don't leave it inverted. It'll dry out, so pull it back through.